What is up? Black Uchiha here to do a Walking Dead Season 3 Episode 1 review. This review is going to be short because the last one I did was too long and I couldn't do it because I'm doing videos on my phone, so I ain't had enough time. So I'm going to just sum it up in I think either 2 or 3 parts that I think were really important. Yeah. So, well, a quick brief summary. Rick and the gang, they going to different houses, trying to find something to eat. Went to this one house, couldn't get nothing to eat. Well, the little dude Carl, he found Rick's son, he found some dog food, but Rick was like, forget that, we ain't eating dog food, we better than that. So anyway, and plus they had some walkers outside about to come get them, so they had to move out. So they finally get to the prison, which that's what they were trying to get to in the first place. So they found. Oh, and by the way, I think either months have went by. Yeah, I want to say 9 months. Yeah, 6 to 9 months have went by because Laurie stomach is showing the baby is due any minute. So cause she said that. So yeah. So they've been looking for food for that long, and trying to find trying to survive for that long. Till they found the prison. Excuse me. They find the prison and they take out, the front walkers, that was holding it down, and they get up to the towers, and everybody excited, they claim that the prison is theirs. So everybody sitting around the campfire, celebrating, and Rick goes in there and he's like, I know we fought hard, but we got to fight a little bit harder because tomorrow morning we going inside the prison and really claim it, you know what I'm saying? And we going to the deeper parts to, see if they have any more walkers. So, everybody's like, yeah, okay. But in the back of their mind, everybody like, man, my nigga, come on. We tired, we tired, son. Let us have 2-3 days of rest. But it is what it is. And Laurie goes and open her mouth and she was like, Rick, can I talk to you in private? And he's like, what's up? She's like, look, let them rest for a little while, we got other things to think about, with the baby and stuff like that. And he's like, well, he cut off before that. He's like, think about what? He's like, the baby. And he's like, well, don't talk to me about that. Talk to Herschel. And, for those who don't know, Herschel is this farmer / doctor / preacher. So, he's like, I'm doing things, Laura. I'm doing things, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep us safe and everything. So, she's like, yeah, you right. And he just walked off. So everybody, chilling. They sing a song. It was a real good song, by the way. I think it was called "Wandering Glass" or "Far Glass" or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty cool. So that morning, everybody got up. They tan zombies up. They got zombies in armor and stuff like that. Police armor. Uh, you know, Everybody doing their thing, slicing and dicing. We got Rick shooting niggas in the head from 10 feet away. We got my boy Daryl. He up there sniping them with the damn bow and arrow. Everybody doing their thing. We got the Asian boy Glenn. He got this, the spears. He, slicing their necks up, stabbing them, everything. Everybody doing their part, man. Everybody doing their part. So they finally take over the prison. They get inside the prison, and Rick's like, okay, everybody get settled in 10-20 minutes. We gonna go and check the other parts of the prison. So, and before all that happens, Laurie goes in to talk to Herschel, and Herschel's like, what's wrong? Laurie's like, okay, I think I lost my baby. And he was like, well, is it due to malnutrition or something like that? She was like, no, I've been eating. Yeah, I think it's due because of fear and stress. And then it really was fear because she was like, well, before that, it's like everybody infected. Even if you die, you're going to come back as a zombie. So, yeah. But anyway, Laurie was like, what if I die and the baby comes out? No, what if I die during childbirth and then come back as a zombie and I eat the baby, or the baby dies, as a human and then eats me out from the inside. And he was like, you can't let your fear do that to you. You can't think about that. The baby is a blessing and all this other stuff. So he calms her down, and Rick like, all right, everybody, we go and search the parts of the prison except for Carl and Laurie. Laurie is looking at Rick and Rick looking at her, and she looked sad and shit, and Rick like I don't give a fuck, so and he looked at her for a long period of time and he just walked off. So Laurie like I think he hates me to Herschel and stuff like that, and which I mean it makes sense, man, because the baby not even his, to make it worse, and why would he? I don't know. If he do it, he a good man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'll be pissed off too. And she didn't tell him she was pregnant for like the whole until like the end of the season, like 3 episodes before season 2 ended. So I mean, yeah, uh, yeah. So everybody leaves to go check the parts of the prison, and what do you know? They run into some zombies, and they turn back around, and there's some more zombies behind them. So they hit like a right or a left. It's like a damn maze in there. And two people get cut off, but they reunite. And when they reunite, they make a break for the door where they came from. And Herschel was running by, and they had a walker like sitting on the damn wall, looking like he dead. So right when he passed by, the walker bit the boy. He bit his leg, like bit a hole through his shit, like took a piece of chicken, took a bite of that shit. And everybody's like, oh shit, oh shit. They help him up and run straight through the door. So T-Dog and them, they close the door, they lock it. Well, they trying to hold it off, and while they doing that, Rick tells Herschel's daughter to I think her name Emma, to hold his leg tight with the cloth, so the blood won't bleed out. So he took a small axe. He was like, "It's the only way we can keep you alive." And he started hacking away at his leg, man. So he hacks his leg off, and Herschel was like, I think he passed out. I think he had passed out. And fucking Rick was about to pass out. He was like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But yeah, though, man. And after that, Daryl sees somebody in the window. He's like, get down. And everybody got down, and he was just about to shoot because they had a whole bunch of people coming in, through the window. He could see them. And we thinking it's walkers, but it actually was prisoners that was in the prison, that's been surviving. So, and the chapter and the episode ends right there. All in all, it was good, but it was just a setup chapter. Even though it was a setup chapter, it was pretty good. I liked it. The one important thing that caught my eye was the conflict between Laurie and Rick. You know what I'm saying? Him ignoring her and stuff like that, which is pretty wrong. But I see where he coming from. The baby not his. He don't even want to hear nothing about the baby. So she like, you need to think about the baby. He's like, well, you don't need to talk to me about it. You need to talk to Herschel, because why would he, care about something that ain't his? He didn't make that baby. So yeah. So and the second part is I like the way Daryl uses his tracking skills. I like the way he does that. I think he's my favorite character now, because the way he could just tell like what's a zombie, what's not a zombie, what's a pedestrian, he knows he knows tracks and stuff like that. If he see they go off a certain path, he'd be like, okay, she wandered off this way, or like he see the ground scuffled up, he's like, oh, somebody had a fight, or she was dragged. He can tell that shit like right off the bat. So that was cool. Another thing is that Rick, I like the way he leads people. He was telling everybody where to go. He had the strategies down and everything. This boy was a beast. I like that. What's the last one? Oh, about the zombies. Most of the time it's like red blood that come out when they shoot them or slice them or whatever. But the zombie that was sitting on the wall, that bit Herschel. When Rick shot him, like it was like yellow like greenish blood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, like, when you just turn into a zombie, like, is your blood still red? And when you been a zombie for about like 2 to 3 weeks or something like that, like, does it turn a different color? And are you like stronger or something? Like, I don't know. I was just thinking. But yeah, it was a pretty good ass episode. I loved it. People who haven't watched this, you need to watch this. It's pretty damn good. Like 9 million people watched this last season. And this is just a TV show. So, yeah. Oh, and I have a question for you guys. For the females, if you were pregnant during the zombie apocalypse, where would you have the baby? In the woods, in a moving car, or at a prison, or in a prison? In the woods, in the moving car, or in a prison? Where would you have the baby during the zombie apocalypse? So that's good. I'm good. Y'all good? All right. This has been the Black Wichita. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been my Walking Dead episode 1, season 3 review. Let me know what you guys think. Did I do good? Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you want more of these, please tell me. I love to do them. Yeah, and remember the question. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know your answers to that question. What would you guys think? A, B, or C? Would you, if you was females, if you was pregnant in the zombie apocalypse, where would you like to have a baby? Where would you have it? In the woods, in a moving car, or in the prison? In the woods, in a moving car, or in the prison? Let me know what's up. Rate, comment, subscribe. As always, I'm out, peoples.